Hi, everyone. Happy July to you. And for some of you, you might be seeing this on the 4th of July, so happy Independence Day. It's Mo Crafty or Maureen with you today, and you'll be finding me either on the Cut Cardstock channel or on the A Little Mo Crafty YouTube channel. So thank you for joining me today. I have a really cute treat packet that you can make today using the fabulous Cut Cardstock papers. And these are to give out for all of your Gnome friends, your Gnomies who will be coming over. That's right, we are going to be putting together a little Gnome treat box. Now, you saw that I got started with stamping a couple stamps that I have at home. This is a product that I have from Colorado Craft Company. And these are just some cute little stamps, some cute little gnome stamps that I'm going to color in with my Copic markers. So I am using, for the Cut Cardstock fans, I am using the Basis 80-pound white paper to stamp on. And I love this paper because the Copic markers blend really, really nicely. So what I'm starting with after I've stamped is to color in the beard with a couple different shades of gray, and then color in some red, white, and blue Copic marker coloring. Now I'm going to add my own details, things like stripes and so forth, but I'm going to get this little guy colored in, and then he's going to end up becoming the focal point on my little treat box. So, as you can see, I'm sort of shading along with the Copic markers. I really love them because they're very forgiving markers. I highly recommend that you purchase a few and give them a try. These alcohol markers are pretty much one of the best investments that you will ever make in your craft room. So as I'm coloring along, let me share with you some of the other papers that we'll be using today in this project. So besides the Basis white paper, I'm also going to be making our treat pocket out of the Habanero red discount paper this month as well. It's a pretty deep red, and it's perfect for the 4th of July festivities and all the patriotic holidays. So I'll be using that paper. I'm going to also be using the Basis navy paper, which is a nice forgiving paper to work with as well. And then we're going to go with a really fun paper called Curious Metallic White Silver, and that's going to be sort of a shimmery look. So what I've done is finish coloring my gnome, and as you just saw, I've taken a detail scissors and fussy cut him out. I've also cut my little pocket that comes from a Sizzix die cut in the red habanero, and then a scalloped circle in the Basis navy. And then, like I said, some of the fun papers that I have today with my die cuts shaped in a star are going to be the white silver, the Curious Metallic White Silver. So this pocket actually comes together really nicely as a die cut, but if you don't have the die cut, notice that this is simply just a tri-fold piece of paper with a scalloped edge on top. And all you have to do is fold on the score lines at 2.5 by 2.5 by 1/2. Now you take that extra tiny little edge, and I'm applying some tacky glue onto the edge. And then these are going to be clipped together and held until they dry with some clothespins. So that's a great way to keep your projects together until things dry, especially if you like to work with glues like I do. If you don't like to work with glues, you can use the rolling tape, although for a project like this that might be holding some heavier candies, I really prefer the glue because it stays really nice. So I'm going to hold that together until it dries. And then once it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and take my Basis navy scallop circle and I apply a little bit of glue on the front. And this is just going to become sort of the backdrop, if you will, for my patriotic scene that I'm creating here. My Gnomies are going to love this. And then I'm going to apply the white silver stars. Just add a little tacky glue to the back of those as well. And get those stuck down. Now, if you're going to be using tacky glue, and you've probably heard me say this before, light and polite is a good way to describe it, or less is more. If you think you have less glue, go even less. It's always a good idea to not have those glue lines showing through, so a real light touch. Now for our Gnome, I'd like him to stick out just a little bit, so I'm actually going to use some 3D pop-up tape. Just flip him over. And stick this on the back side, and this is also a really good, strong adhesive tape. You can get these at most craft stores. And then we're going to stick him on, and maybe I think I'd like to add just a little star to his hat as well. So we're going to take that white silver, Curious Metallic White Silver. We'll add a little pop-up hat decoration as well. So cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so next, I've printed on the basis white paper from my inkjet printer, I've printed a saying. They do this when I don't have a cute stamp or a punny saying that I really like. And so this one actually just came from my printer, prints amazing on the basis white paper. And then I just trimmed it down like a little flag, and I'm gluing it on with some tacky glue. And then the fun part is you get to stuff these little candies inside your pocket, and it'll hold about 2 or 3 for this little Sizzix cut. So as I looked at it, I decided I was going to come back and add some details, you guys. This really makes your image pop, especially if you're going to be coloring. I highly recommend spending the extra few minutes just adding white dot details around your design. And honestly, you can't go wrong with putting these dots wherever you feel the need. It is a more is more type of situation. So continue to add your highlights until you're happy. And that's it. You can hand them out at your picnic. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Thanks for joining me today, guys.